I'm going to switch over to another slide here, and Deb is going to talk to us tonight primarily about fiber. And so I'm going to stop there, and let's first see if there's any questions before I turn it over to Deb. So that's all for announcements. Deb, all yours.
Okay, so you're going to need to run the slides, right?
Yep, I'll run the slides.
Okay. So we're going to talk about fiber and the steps it goes through to get it from fiber into a fashion, into something you can wear. So basically what happens, we start with shearing it off the animal, then we do a process called skirting. We're going to go through all these in detail. Skirting, we grade it, we scour it, which is simply the industry's word for cleaning it, picking it, which just opens up our locks, carding it, spinning it, plying it, knitting it, wearing it. So let's get started with shearing. We'll do a quick shearing overview.
I skipped a slide. There we go.
All right, so we shear our herd once a year. It takes that long for the fiber to grow long enough to process. It needs to be at least 2 inches long, no more than 6 inches long. If it's longer than 6 inches, it's going to get hung up in the fiber processing equipment. If it's shorter than 2 inches, it's just going to fall apart. They won't be able to hold it together into a yarn. Next slide. It's important to try to keep that fiber as clean as possible at shearing day. The cleaner the fiber is, the better the product will be at the end of the whole process. So when we're shearing, we're sorting it, we're weighing it, we're doing everything that we normally do for our use. We're gathering information, we're gathering data, taking samples, but the most important thing is trying to keep the fiber you're going to have processed clean. And then I think we've got a few pictures before and after of the shearing process. So this is some animals before they're shorn.
So these are full fleeced, right, Deb? Literally the same day. So this is what they're going to look like when their fleece is that, close to 6